Namaskar, I am Prakash, Astrologer, presenting you monthly horoscope for 2020. This particular monthly forecast has no relevance with Western astrology or sun prediction because my whole predictions are based on your moon sign. My whole predictions are based on Vedic Indian astrology. On today's video, here are the reminder of what I'll be discussing on your monthly horoscope, the monthly forecast. I'll be talking about your health. I'll be talking about your education. I'll be discussing about your romantic life, your relationship life. I'll be informing you regarding your career, job or profession, as well as your monthly conclusion. To skip to a particular part of this video, I have placed timestamps for each of these subjects in this video description below. So here are the monthly forecast for all of you, and please don't forget afterward to like this video, subscribe and click that bell to get the notification of your latest weekly, monthly, yearly horoscope plus your major 4 transit planetary horoscopes. Here are my channels. To have the full version of this video, which include the transit, all the transits, your tasks, your precautions, the chanting for this month, please do visit our website prakashastrologer.com. Aries monthly forecast for month of March 2020 for all of you. Health for Aries 2020 March. Aries, your physical body demand a lot of attention, a lot of respect, a lot of care, for good or bad. Your health is usually good, Aries, and sometimes you go through a lot of fatigue. Sometimes you don't have an access time for exercise. You may develop some sort of health issues, and you may have inexplicable pains in your body. Throat can become dry, and if you are suffering with blood pressure, you have to take care of your health. You should be careful when you're traveling, driving, or whatever you want to do. Aries, your education for 2020 March. You have a good education. You're endowed with higher learning, wisdom, and good moral values. You go for higher courses, higher studies, and you can be successful. Some of the teachers will create a long-lasting impression on you. You can sometimes adopt a stubborn attitude, doesn't want to listen. That can be an issue. But you have a high standard for research and learning. You study philosophy to understand the highest principles. And your communicative skills are advantage in imparting your education. Higher education can be obstructed because sometimes you don't want to listen, or you will not show the interest, and due to that your education can be interrupted. There's a major theme you will follow. You like to search and research by yourself without anybody's help. You like to acquire a deep knowledge by yourself without listening to anybody. And you have developed an interest for your own way of doing things. Sometimes it's okay, but if you are studying, you have to listen to your teacher. That's the best way to acquire knowledge, ability and skill. Aries, romance and relationship for 2020 March. You may be overly influenced by intentions of companionship, and you have a tendency for jealousy. And if you do not overcome jealousy, self-centeredness, insecurity, you might create a lot of hassle for you and for your romantic partner. You may be quite interested in intimate encounters. That is a different subject. But interesting in intimate encounters are fine. But creating a span of life with intimate partner can be an issue. You have a liking for pleasure, no doubt about it. You're very passionate, but sometimes you end up being hasty and foolhardy. You'll tend to be using your appeal to get ahead in your life, and sometimes you have a strong desire, but experience is not there, live up to your fantasy or standard. Your sense of identity is by your own romanticism, successes and failures. But you have to make sure that you can only sustain the relationship if you overcome your jealousy, self-centeredness, insecurity. Aries job, career, profession 2020 March. You work really hard to progress your destiny. You take your status for granted and give you a huge advantage in trying to accomplish ambitious goals you have set before you. You're very true to your career and aspiration and faithfully follow up the theme until you succeed. You readily accept challenges and responsibility to advance your career, bring you recognition and high status, prestige and honor. You carefully plan the phases of your career. You will fulfill your ambition with discipline and in all your projects. You may be engaged in competitive undertaking with other people in your field. The enterprise you are involved in has to struggle against sense of time and limitations, but you'll work hard. You'll achieve your success. Aries monthly conclusion for month of March 2020. In this coming month of March 2020, your expenditure can be sky high. There will be few domestic complications. You go through quite a few professional struggles. There will be lots of financial and professional opportunities are waiting for you. You'll come across lots of running around and hassles. You'll be able to resolve a lot of your problems and complications. And many health complications, domestic issues will be resolved, done and dusted. You'll be extremely busy. You can be all over the place. Please beware of secret attentions and foul temper and out of control behavior or word of speech. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. Try to be more passionate in your family relationship. Invest more passion, love, affection, care, listening in the family relationship. You'll be well respected and rewarded. If there are any difference of opinion, clashes, then please sort it out with passion, not with aggression. Beware of any fine, penalty or punishment linked with legal authorities. You have to be extra careful. Taurus, monthly forecast for month of March 2020 for all of you. Let's talk about Taurus health for month of March 2020. You can be physically drained by lack of proper caring for yourself, Taurus. You may develop a lot of health issues which are hard to diagnose. Your work tend to be dangerous and possibly bad for your health. Sleep can be disturbed. There may be some sickness connected to your blood or lower abdomen or some problem related to reproductive organs, male or female health issues. The liver needs special preventive care. Avoid fatty food that strain your liver. And any infections linked with mouth, lips or face, you have to take care of yourself. You may have problem in the male or female organs which are difficult to diagnose. You must take care of your health issues properly. And if there are any health issues regarding rectum, reproductive areas, feet or head, you must go and see the consultant as soon as possible. Taurus education for month of March education 2020. You have a good education. You tend to plan your career very carefully, including your education. You are endowed with higher learning. Applied wisdom will apply to achieve more and more knowledgeability and skill set. You go for higher studies, and this particular time period, if you're studying research or science studies, result will be excellent. But you will have a fine experience at the educational institute regarding college or university or school. But if you practice proper traditions, higher education can be the future for your future career. So more you put an effort, more you achieve reward in this month. Taurus romance and relationship month of March 2020. There may be a tendency for you to keep your relationship in secret. Or you may seek out partner in secretive places, and you like to enjoy the pleasure where secrecy is in the air. Taurus, you tend to attract extremely appealing partner from whom you derive no happiness. Your relationship may constantly go through number of challenges, obstacles, transformations. Sometimes you feel that you have been romancing the stone. No matter how charming you make yourself to the object of your desire, he or she have no eyes for you. That's a fact. You're somewhat socially shy, which could make you feel lonely, not able to fulfill your romantic needs. One or more romantic relationship may be lost or end beyond your control. Once you find yourself in a private or remote place, you find it easier to show affection and enjoy yourself. In matter of love, you live and let live. Some of your life problems could involve in romance, sex, matrimonial issues, and you can have more than one relationship, but you might be involved in extramarital affairs, and the romantic need is there, but sustainability can be an issue. Taurus, job, profession, career in the month of March. You're very career and status minded. Once you get down to your work, you can work really hard. You tend to keep changing your ambition and direct your energy toward change rather than finishing the goal which would give you the benefit of your work. You keep on pushing the goalpost forward to the next level. An ability to deal with details is quite important in your work. You can work long hours. You may be engaged in competitive undertaking with higher people in your field. The career of your choice will depend on your good quality and proper education. There may be a number of different projects to which you attend. Each require a short learning curve to get going on. It's likely that some elderly people will help you in your career. Your profession will have a varied nature. It requires some adaptive skill. If you're employed in teaching, you like the idea of going independent. It's likely that you work very hard to lead you to foreign places. Your work will involve administrative duties and give you great opportunity to rise in status, prestige and honor. There is likely to be cultural gap between you and your partner. There may be some financial success and growth through partnership or inheritance. Taurus monthly conclusion for month of March 2020. In this coming month of March, there will be rise in status, prestige and honor. There will be financial gain and prosperity. Lot of your stale project will be back on track. Your past efforts will be rewarded. There will be achievements regarding wealth and comfort. You'll be enjoying meeting with good people. There will be lots of running around. Sometime you'll be out of comfort zone. And there will be happy occasion in the family. Your expenditure can be rising all over the place. Professionally, there will be lots of running around, but most of your efforts will be rewarded. Do watch your drive, do watch your step. Refrain from any living conflict in your relationship, in your marriage relationship. Please make sure you don't offend anybody's pride, ego and honor verbally. Do not ridicule anybody, please. Going to talk about Gemini. Monthly forecast for Gemini. Health. Gemini, you may lack enough physical activity. You have some, may I say, you will have a steady health, but you will experience some draining of the light like a vital force. Your health and vitality may be somewhat drained. You may have some physical complaint that are difficult to diagnose, but you have some sort of issue in this month of March. You may develop some sort of a health issue which is hard to diagnose. Sleep can be disturbed. That can be the reason for your health problem. Your health problem may have some sort of a psychological root due to emotional extremes or pessimism. So if you can recover your sleep, your health problem will diminish. But there will be, may I say, that health issue related to excess of wind element in your constitution, leading to fearlessness, nervousness and hysteria. Your throat may become dry. There may be poor circulation in the lower legs, causing some inflammation, swelling of tissues or veins. There may be weakness or difficult to diagnose health issue in the bowels, possibility connected with parasites or virus. Education. Education comes easily to you. You're very enthusiastic about learning and living. You have a good education, you're enthusiastic and learned. You may love to study and would rather read than eat. Teachers have a very formative influence on you. Your teachers, may I say that, teachers will create a very unique impression on you. You will excel in your field of law if you're studying law, or financial management, or may I say commerce. Your intellectual knowledge is exhaustive and you'll be conversant and with eloquent speech about many things at the same time. You have all round when it comes to knowledge of a deep and specialized activity such as history, engineering, technology, astrology, alchemy, yoga, geology. That's your interest can be. Romance relationship in the month of March. You'll be very romantic but not deeply touched by love or passion. You enjoy candlelight dinners and dancing. Your personality attracts the companion as nuclei attract the electrons. Sporting with a companion opposite sex is a delight for you. You put a great deal of emphasis in your relationship about the romance or relationship in your life. Relationship will bring you happiness. You tend to attract forceful or daring individuals whose will you may have to submit to. You attract partners that are knowledgeable, have a good judgment. You can be overly optimistic and somewhat wasteful in relationship. Like money, love, sex are also important to you. You have odd time and excess of pleasure. You bring your sense of honor and reputation into one-to-one relationships, partnerships, companionship. In marriage relationship, you like your spouse to be devoted to you as you are also devoted to your partner. Profession, job and career. You are very ambitious. Your energy is directed toward fulfilling your desire, often involving other people. Relationship, making you wander around. You work hard in your daily job to get the best result out of it. You're qualified for many types of work because of a natural sophistication. You may work behind the scenes or have a subtle spiritual power which aid you in making grand success or progression. You may find stability in your life by carrying out extremely difficult projects. You may make a good lawyer consultant, very finance consultant. You may engage in trade over great distance, be known in distant places. You are engaged in business which may be widespread but does not generate large profit. You will be interested in growing through business association with other parties. Don't expect an easy ride if you want to make a living in a trade or commerce. It can be full of challenges and complicated. Partnership brings you material progress as well as general support. Gemini monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month, March 2020, there will be rise in creativity, activity, dynamic spirit. There will be few sudden happenings, so please be prepared. You'll be coming across many struggleful situations, but eventually your situation will improve. You'll come across lots of professional and financial opportunities. Your health will improve. Please beware of aggressive and stubborn attitude. Your expenditure will be sky high. You'll make a lots of progressive strategies, planning for your career, business, profession. You must beware of cheating, deception, fraud. You've got to handle your joint venture and marriage relationship with passion, love, affection and understanding. You've got to make sure that your communication must be flawless because that will bring the best reward for you. Invest more passion, affection, care, understanding in your business or professional relationship. Cancerian monthly forecast for all of you. Health. Cancerian, your vitality may be at low periodically, contributing to health problems. You may develop health issues which are hard to diagnose. If you do not get enough rest, you may feel that your mind and nervous system get out of balance easily. Your throat becomes dry. Your digestion is strong, but you may not stand hunger very well. Your digestive power may be somewhat sluggish and low. Health may give you problems, especially the stomach or the heart. You may suffer from a health issue, possibility overeating of some sort of eyesight may suffer. Your skin may be sensitive, or you may need some medical attention sometime. Education. You have a good education. You could be a good researcher. It's possible that you are engaged in deep scriptural study and recitation of sacred texts. You may be frequently run into hindrances in your intellectual inquiries or education, so you need to develop your own obscure way of refining knowledge or understanding knowledge. It might be hard for you to acquire higher knowledge or higher education, and even though you may obtain it, the process of gaining it might prove to be quite irritating and annoying. You are righteous and talented. Seek out knowledgeable person to get better informed. Romance, relationship. Your personality attracts the companion as a nucleus attracts electrons. You are often seen at parties, restaurants, public gatherings. You are sought after by opposite sex. Enjoy many friendships. You have a strong passion for things or people you desire. You put a great deal of emphasis of relationship in your life. It can be difficult for constantly maintain effective communication in the relationship. You may experience distress, some lack of understanding and closeness in your relationship with your companion or with your partner. You may have a tendency for jealousy, which if you do not overcome, you can suffer in the relationship due to jealousy. Relationships are open and stable, often related to your work in one way or the other. You feel a frequent appetite for intimacy. You have a lot of urge for the intimacy. You have a strong craving for sex, which helps you to keep your relationship more stable. Your desire may be unusual. You can have strong physical desire, but mixed feeling about fulfilling them. You could be a good lover, but miserable spouse. Sometimes sex alone will not satisfy you. You want more emotional contact as well. Job, profession, career. You're blessed with moderate ambitions, but that's you. You generally have a need fulfilled, partly because you want them so badly. At times you experience a lack of drive and motivation to get work done. You are a hard worker but prone to great gaps in your career if you're not very focused. You have a strong goals. It feels like if life is moving toward a climax that you work on your intended result. The enterprise you involve in has to struggle against sense of time limitation. You're likely to work in a technical or service sector. Your role involves service in a specialized area, taking others' misfortune like a bad health or litigation or finance and improving it. Once you attain something, you become dissatisfied with it, wanting something else. Sometimes you can be bored to your bones. Your strategies and method can be harsh at times. Business is on upward curve, always improving as long as you're focused. You keep a close eye on your bottom line when you're making a commitment, when you're signing, or when you make a decision or choice. Cancerian monthly conclusion. Month of March 2020. In this coming month, you'll have to work really hard for your gain, success and prosperity. You'll be extremely busy and all over the place. Your expenditure can be sky high. Sometimes you'll go through few family tensions and unnecessary hassles. Your income resources will be rising. You'll be extremely busy. There will be rise in status, prestige and honor. You'll be very active, creative and dynamic. But you'll carry lots of secret tensions due to family relationship. Sometimes those secret tensions you don't want to share with anybody. Don't borrow money. Refrain from investing in gambling or risky investment. You'll be enjoying romance, relationship. Refrain from out of control aggression. Please. Leo, the monthly forecast for Leo. Leo, health for the month of March. You may develop health issues which are hard to diagnose. Your constitution is fiery and you have some disturbance of pitta dosh. Sleep can be all over the place. You have a powerful digestive system with a tendency of gases imbalances. There is a possibility of undiagnosed health issue regarding tummy. So look after your ears as well. Any kind of pressure in the body, difficulties with bones and postures are to be expected. You should exercise caution while driving. You should be careful while driving, or whether you're running or driving, both. Education. You have a good education. You work very hard to earn your education. You have more than one mentor or guide, one after another. You're greatly influenced by your teachers or masters or gurus. You're able to understand deep spiritual concepts. Your area of study may include management, philosophy, political topics, may I say pharmacy, medicine, or legal studies. The study of philosophical or religious topics is enjoyable for you. Hard studies are enjoyable for you, especially in the field of art or craft or applied knowledge. Higher education are the basis for your career is very likely. You're drawn to academia circle which may be involved with higher education. You study hard to succeed in your education, but you may feel somehow it may not all the learn completely. Sometimes you feel incomplete by yourself. You'll be interested in education, although you may experience break in education if you're not very focused or determined or devoted. Your education have been interrupted, sometimes due to circumstances, sometimes your focus is not there. Or you may have been your own independent way of learning, which can be unorthodox. Romance, relationship. A happy relationship will be a difficult thing to realize. Matrimonial happiness may be reduced by your focus in focus and interest, and the partner you'll be extremely attracted might add an additional layer of complexity. There might be a great deal of confusion in your communication. Romance or marriage or relationship may falter because expectations are placed too high. It's hard to simply accept and tolerate. Your companion wishes hold sway over you. An element of pride or ego will keep you from being really close to your spouse or partner or companion or romantic partner, and will be likely to cause issues. Fight with your spouse can develop from the lack of reasonableness, and sometimes reasonableness can be there. You can provoke unnecessary argument with your spouse or companion or partner, such that you cause them to withdraw from you. Your way of relating may make them feel confined with no way out. But sometimes there's a lot of confusion in communication. Job, business, profession. It's hard to get you to be interested in a project, but once you are aroused, you see the project through its logical conclusion, even if it kills you. You're hardworking, you may have to travel long, grueling distance to complete your work or project. You are blessed with business acumen and you're industrious. You have a great, may I say, knowledge in your line of work. You can be high-powered, productive worker or performer. You will be an expert in your line of activity of work. You may be somewhat a philosopher or thinker. Social service, or may I say, or anything to do with craft are the good field for your project. You're likely to be involved in some service profession, may have some tedious aspect to your work. You may have a knack in business and trading. In business, you know both camps, and you're very aggressive in your approach. You know which way the wind blows, and a sophisticated interpreter of your business world that you are. Leo monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month of March 2020, you'll be in contact with highly professional decision makers. You'll be blessed with income resources and unique opportunities will be there. You must look after your health and well-being. And health-wise, you must look after your abdomen, your eyes, your tummy. You'll make lots of strategies and planning. You'll come across quite a few complications with higher authorities and decision makers. You'll come across quite a few issues regarding marriage, romance, relationship, joint ventures, regarding understanding and synchronization with each other. Going to talk about Virgo monthly forecast for you. Health. Virgo, you may offer a strong resistance to health problem, may heal yourself spiritually. You may develop diseases that are hard to diagnose, and your eyesight may suffer. You may have some irritation regarding if you have a blood pressure to your heart. There may be some sort of an eye problem. Your digestive system can be sensitive. There may be this disturbing factor in your male or female health issues. The reproductive organs may suffer from some sort of disorder, or medical intervention, or even some sort of a support could be possible. Your powerful digestion is beneficial for your health, but lower back or kidneys may need some attention. And beware of any health issues regarding accident. Do not race cars and avoid fast driving altogether. Be careful when you're swimming or fast driving. You should be careful when you go for a long drives. Education. Education has gone well and equipped you extremely well for your station in your life. You have a good education. You have an interest in higher learning or places of learning, and such as college or universities. Your teachers are enlightened and encouraging you all the time. Teachers or institute of higher education might be instrumental for you in opening up new opportunities in terms of financial gain, profession, career, future. You may be interested in earth sciences, domestic art, social sciences, demography, but due to circumstances beyond your control, your education may be incomplete. Your education has some sort of a discontinuity. You may have to change your field of study once or more, or you may change suddenly from institute to institute. Romance, relationship. You're lovable. You can be possessive in love. You're fascinated by a companion and do whatever you can to observe them unnoticed. There may be tendency to indulge in a secret relationship. Your romantic partner likely to be older than you. Romance is a serious business for you, but romances produce more pain than pleasure. Remember that. You may be very interested in liaison with companion, and it may be still a conflicting or problematic area of your life. Not easy. So be careful. It will be difficult for you to get romantically involved with someone without feeling an obligation. An impossible love affair may bring about a stressful time. You're vibrating with vitality and exuberance, and you may be appearing shy or socially vulnerable, but you're full of passion. You have a strong charisma and virality. You have a significant physical attraction and have a strong desire. You will do very well to satisfy your sensual craving. Job, profession, career. You're ambitious. You see your highest aspiration and ambition fulfilled. You're a hard worker but prone to gaps in your career. You may be expert in your line of activity. You will acquire a proper education and may choose this as your professional field. You have new ideas that you want to develop as a career. You may have to work under difficult circumstances, disagreeable circumstances. You're a persistent researcher. Your role involves services in specialized area, taking other people's misfortune like health, litigation, finance, and improving it. And partners may not be open about their personal life, and you have marketable skills and do not have to worry about your means of livelihood unduly. You're likely to be an employee rather than a self-employed. Your employer may be in a distant country, and be focused, be driven. Virgo monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month of March, your hardcore struggle will become your sweet success. Beware of cheating, deception, fraud. You got to be extra careful regarding your over expenditure and domestic complications. You'll come across quite a few obstacles, complex technical issues. Sometimes your peace of mind, family happiness can be questionable. But with your determination, creativity, drive, you will be able to accomplish your projects. You'll also come across quite a few relationship complications. You go through quite a few complex circumstances. Libra monthly forecast. Health. You may develop health issues that are hard to diagnose. Your physical condition may be fragile. Your emotional depression may seriously affect the state of your health. You could have a tendency to worry over and anxious about some health issues, which could cause you to overtax your nerves, giving you nervous complaint and fatigue in your mind. All your health issues are likely to be psychomatic. At times you experience weak muscles, blood troubles. Your stomach may give you troubles. You may have blood sugar problems, so look after your eating, diet and exercise. Sometimes your eyes are red, especially after consuming impure food or being exposed to pollutions. Some weakness or disorder in reproductive organs, urinary tract or kidney problems. Disorder you susceptible to include lower back pain, arthritis, kidney disorders, and some sort of a male or female health issues. You may be subject to some sort of a health challenges, back problem, bladder infection, sterility, hernias, and lower abdomen issues. And may I say that male or female health issues, be careful. Education. Education occupies a focal point. You may be very fine student. Education for you is an undertaking that yields a good degree. Education has gone well, equipped you excellently for your station in your life. Education pursue will present the opportunity for you to see your highest aspiration fulfilled. You have a good education. Your early education was very thorough. Selecting and initiating your education will probably by your own efforts. You are respectful toward your teachers and your superiors. You may have got your education in a foreign land with some difficulties. You're a student of ancestral wisdom. You're interested in educational career. You will get a quality education early in the life, but it may be hard to finish your courses in educational institution. You may experience a loss or confusion in terms of education. Romance, relationship. You're highly romantic. You're highly extravagant. You can be possessive in love. You're very passionate. You can fall in and out of love very easily. It's very important for you to have a very personal one-to-one relationship. You know how to celebrate love. There might be overemphasis on relationship in your life, leading you to seek them out impulsively. When you court the companionship, you may find yourself in a power struggle. You may be very easygoing about getting romantically involved. Getting into a relationship is easy for you, but may be hard to maintain it. You'll experience a deep mutual love with your spouse and have a close, intimate bond. You bring your sense of honor, reputation into one-to-one relationship, partnership, or close companionship relationship. Relationship can be exciting but full of highs and lows. It's easy to find a partner, but not easy to stay in a companionship. Relationships are strained between you and your partner. Job, profession, career. Your ambitions and energy find their way well through enterprising, explorative activities, giving you contentment at the end. The way you perform your action is not always in a direct or straightforward manner, but in whatever the way it takes to get the work done. Even if you have to break few rules, you act steadily in your line of business, you can be overachiever. You will work really hard to maintain your goals, carrying a literal or metaphorical sword into battle. Your skills will be useful in your professional field. You'll acquire a proper education and will choose this as your professional field. Enterprises that take longer or more effort are within your own capacity to handle. It's hard to get your sibling or co-worker to pull together to accomplish your goal. You're very energetic as a teacher, as a consultant, but you may teach a lot of people, offer consultation to people, executive. You can plan things very well and can make an effective executive, a very finest manager or salesman. Libra monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month, there will be rise in status, prestige and honor. You'll come across sudden financial gain and prosperity. Your foreign project ventures will be successful, but after going through major obstacles, delays and struggles. You might involve in a deal of a car or property. There will be lots of opportunities in front of you, but every opportunity will come along with the challenge. You've got to work on your communication, mannerism, conduct and dealing. Refrain from any foul word or speech or ego or cold attitude or grumpiness. More you communicate in a better way, more you will achieve everything. Your flawless communication can hold the key to success and rising. Health for Scorpio for the month of March. At times you will experience some sort of weakness in your muscles and blood troubles. Health difficulty with your eyes, chest or blood may be found. Your appetite is easily disturbed how you feel. Your digestive power may be somewhat sluggish and low. There are chances for developing some sort of a blood sugar problems. Your teeth will be strong, but your teeth may be sensitive to acid. Generally, some sort of a dental work will be necessary or required. Your right ear may suffer from problems. You might face skin problems. Health should be good, but there is a possibility of sickness, irritants, complication in the reproductive organs, or the kidney issues, or chances of some sort of a male or female health issues. Some unusual problem may be experienced with the reproductive organs, which is ultimately resolved. Education. It might be hard for you to acquire a higher education, but even though you may obtain it, the process of gaining it might prove to be quite irritating and annoying. It can also happen that sense of independence and desire for hand-on experience may make you restless in the classroom. You want to go out and experiment. You may have to change your educational career study field once or more, or sometimes you may change suddenly from school to school or institute to institute. You take education seriously, probably do best outstandingly in your education, but you brought up this set of problems regarding completion of the education. So be focused. The most important knowledge comes from your own way of communicating with the subject. Romance, relationship. You are very passionate. You can fall in and out of the love very easily. You're fond of companion. You're fascinated by companionship and do whatever you can do to observe them unnoticed. Romance or pleasant social relationship may develop at your workplace. You may have to be competitive when it comes to matter of love and liking. Relationship may take a turn where proper conduct goes by the wayside and respect is lost. You will have a fortunate relationship if both of you would take the attitude of selfless service towards each other. Things might develop more positively. Matrimonial happiness may be reduced by your own partner's jealousy. You usually do not get along with your partner or companion, but you have to go with the flow and be focused on each other, especially if you are married. Job, profession, career. You can drive very hard in your work toward your professional goal, but are prone to suddenly disruptions in your career path. Your skills can be very useful in your professional field, and as long as you are in technical field, your performance will be outstanding. You get a special advantage of the power of old traditional things helping your career in some way. You can make an excellent consultant. You're very careful and you're very good researcher. You might be an expert in the field of medicine or pharmacy or researcher, and water can be important factor, whether drilling wells or living by the sea or working with chemicals. You can plan things well, can make an effective executive, effective consultant, effective manager, effective salesperson. You may work on short-term jobs or contract, but you can excel at sales, especially relating to sports, engineering, technology, financial institutes as well, or anything to do with management, finance, and commerce. Scorpio monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month of March 2020, there will be rise in financial gain and family comforts. You'll come across many obstacles, delays, and complications, but in the end, you will achieve your professional accomplishments. You'll make a lot of plans to buy a property. Your enthusiasm, confidence, and drive will be rising. You'll make a lots of plans for your success, prosperity, and rising. You'll be in contact with highly professional decision makers, but please refrain from any cold attitude, lack of communications. Your communications dealing with the world will open lots of new opportunities for you. Health-wise, do take care of your lower abdomen, chest and back, digestive system. Please beware of fall from height or any operation. Refrain from any marriage, relationship, arguments or conflicts. Sagittarius monthly forecast. Health for March 2020. Sagittarius, your health is excellent. You'll be energetic, active. Physical exercise and open air will do wonders for you. In childhood, you have some problems with your legs or feet, but not now. If you get sick, it would be likely to be related to infection, irritation, oversensitivity. You may often feel as though your physical energy is drained out of you, leaving your body very weak and fragile. Physical focal point for you to include solar plexus and thighs. Your solar plexus is a seat of the instinct of self-preservation. Psychological upset often result in poor health. You may suffer from cough and cold. You may be prone to sore throat or choking. At times, you'll experience weak muscles and blood troubles. Education. Education-wise, your education will be smooth and enjoyable. Education or scholarly pursuit will present the opportunity for you to see your highest aspiration fulfilled. There will be study of various concepts, philosophies, moral principles. You are interested in economic philosophy. Part of your study will be related to human relations or some creative subjects. Education may be difficult to attain either from your own mental limitations or from financial shortage. You will be easily acquiring knowledge into education in your career. In this particular month, you have a natural wisdom that you happily share with others. Applied wisdom, common sense. Romance and relationship. Very charming. indisposition and attract to the companion. You're very passionate and can be fall in and out of love easily. You're fond of companion. You have a difficulty finding a sustained relationship with your companion. You may have more than one steady relationship. You have more than one important romances, especially if you're single. You'll enjoy pleasure. You're highly passionate, restless, full of desire, have a strong energy. Your physical energy may be sometime there or sometime not there, but you have a very much desire, and you have a lot of urges to fulfill. Job, business, profession, career. You'll be a natural leader. You approach your job with integrity and fortitude. Any work which is somewhat confrontational, challenging, or even destructive will appeal to you. By necessity, you are an excellent financial manager. You can plan things well, can make an efficient executive or salesperson. You're drawn to intellectual and mental work. When you're undertaking any new project or ventures, you use your discrimination for effective planning. Sagittarius monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month, March 2020, you'll come across lots of struggleful situations. These will be rise in professional or financial backing. There will be definitely rise will be in professional financial backing, but you'll be in contact with lots of prestigious people, professional people, decision maker, educated people. There will be lots of running around, unnecessary hassles. Your expenditure can be sky high. You'll come across lots of opportunities, one after another. There will be a rise in status, prestige, and honor. You must make sure there must not be any deficit of trust in your relationship. If you're going through relationship conflict or argument, then you must sort it out. Any kind of developing misunderstanding in your relationship, there and then, without any waste of time. Please beware of cheating, deception, fraud, and theft. Don't lend anybody any money. Capricorn monthly forecast for Capricorn. Health. You could have a tendency to worry over and be anxious about things which could cause you to overtax your nerves and giving you nervous complaint and some sort of a mental fatigue. You're very healthy except for tendency towards depression. All your health issues are likely to be psychosomatic. Muscles, blood difficulties may be found. At times you will experience weak muscles or blood problems. You may have to deal with irritant in the rectum area. Parasites, a possibility carried by pets, may be a concern. There's a chance for some eye infection, especially left eye. Possibility trouble with ears and nose, like inflammation. Education. Education has a source of pleasure, has had a refining influence on you. You have an interest in accumulating knowledge, educating yourself. Your education will be benefiting from your clarity of expression, overall skill in speech and writing. You may have a strong feeling for your alma mater, and you are a student of ancestral wisdom. You're interested in education, literary pursuit, self-study, research are natural activities for you. Being a quite logical, you might be good at mathematics. You're well educated probably in business, law, computer, agriculture, international trade. Romance, relationship. You're very passionate and can fall in and out of love very easily. You may put out money and energy in your pursuit of companionship, and may you lose in respect and assets due to bad habits of indulgence. You're sensual. Your sexual desire tend to be strong. You have an activity, fantasy life and love to live in your self-made world of stories and dreams. You take care of your partner and take his or her advice. Sometimes you project frustration on those most close to you, especially on your spouse. Your spouse may not understand your needs and to be gracious to all. Job, business, profession, career. You work your way through difficulty to come out well. In the long run, progress in your career is slow. You take pride in your work, so be watchful of any tendency to be carelessness. You eclectic and take from here and there to form your own style of working and teaching. You may teach people. Water can be important factor, and maybe you're drilling wells or living by sea or working with the chemicals or working with the petrol or gas. You can plan things well and can make an efficient executive or salesperson or manager. You can exercise an intimidating influence on competitors. You may work in partnership or independently. You're a natural salesperson. You prefer to be your own boss. You can get very passionate about your work and overcoming obstacles. Capricorn monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month of March, you'll come across lots of professional and financial complications. You'll have to deal with lots of unexpected struggleful situations. You'll have to deal with all the different opinion clashes with understanding and passion. Your expenditure can be sky high. You'll be blessed with some income resources, financial opportunities. You'll be able to resolve most of your complications and oppositions. Your dire determination, devotion, drive, discipline will bring the success, prosperity rising for you. Aquarius, monthly forecast for Aquarius. Health. You have a concern for health insecurity, which vigorously try to advance. You can be physically drained by lack of proper caring for yourself. You may develop a health issue that are hard to diagnose. Prominent part of your physique is for good or bad are head, eyes and heart. At times you'll experience weak muscles or blood troubles. There may be some complex stomach problems. Your kidneys may be delicate or are going through infection. Education. Education and learning process is very rewarding experience for you. You'll get a fine education in this month. Any money or energy spent on education and training will pay off well. You can spend long hours researching subject important to you. Try as you might, obstacles threaten to derail your course of studies. Part of your studies will be in a topic that most people would not care or dare to deal with. Because of your volatile mind, you find it difficult to stick to any one course of education. Romance or relationship. You're passionate. You can fall in and out of love very easily. You may be overly influenced by attention of the companionship. Developing a solid relationship may involve a sense of effort and struggle. You may put out money and energy in pursuing your companionship and may lose respect and assets due to your bad habits or indulgence. Your relationship goes through highs and lows. Matrimonial happiness can be full of challenges. There may be a romantic triangle threatening to your companionship or happiness. Job, business, profession, career. The need you have for stability and comfort is the motivation for the initiative necessary for accomplishments. You provide structure and direction to your professional groups. Time will offer you plenty of opportunity to realize your goals and dreams. You're rugged individualists who will do well in your career, in which you are dealing with a lot of other macho, tough people. Progress in career can be a bit slow. You're aiming for a wide audience for your work. You can plan things well and can make an efficient executive or salesperson. Aquarius monthly conclusion for March 2020. In this coming month of March 2020, you'll be quite tense linked with your recognition, appreciation. You'll have lots of clashes with your family members. Sometimes third-party influence can be an issue. You'll make lots of new plans and strategies. Your past efforts will bring dignified rewards for you. You'll go through quite a few financial complications, higher expenditures, but with your own will and desire, you'll come across lots of professional and financial opportunities. Your knowledge, ability, skill set will be recognized and appreciated. With your efforts and determination, you can achieve dignified success, status, power, authority. But do watch your presentation and mannerism. Going to talk about Pisces. Monthly forecast for Pisces for month of March. Health. Pisces, your health will appear good. Although you may have some health complaints as in the start, your physical body demands a lot of attention and respect. For good or bad, you may develop health issues which are hard to diagnose. You're likely to have impurities and some sort of a health issue with your mind. Internal weaknesses may develop in stressful time. Some sort of a stress, depression can develop in stressful time. So please look after your health, mental and physical both. There may be health problem linked with knee or heart or blood pressure. At times you experience weak muscles and blood problems. Good health depends on good intestinal condition. You may be susceptible to a lot of ear inflammations. You may have a problem with your nose or throat. There might be a skin or nervous system issues. So look after yourself. Education. You have a good education. Your education puts you in a very good state. You're endowed with higher learning, wisdom, applied wisdom, good moral values. You go in for higher studies and successful. Some teachers will have a long-lasting impression on you. You stay involved with your educational institute. There might be some connection with an educational institute or teachers or learning. Your communicative skills are advantage in imparting your education. At school, you may do very well in science or maths or physical education. You may have some deep knowledge or insight in the area of mechanical structures. Without doubt, you are a man of knowledge and like a walking encyclopedia to those who rely on you for advice. Romance relationship. You're very romantic. You're ardent in your feelings and emotions. You're easily captured by beauty. You're romantic and emotional in matter of love. You're very passionate and can fall in and out of love very easily. You're very fussy about possible love partners. Sometimes you feel that you have been romancing the stone. No matter how charming you make yourself to the object of your desire, he or she have no eyes for you. You're somewhat socially shy, which could make you feel lonely, not able to fulfill your romantic needs. One or more romantic relationship may be lost or end beyond your control. Job, business, profession, career. You will work very hard to advance your career, to advance your honor, prestige, honor and occupation. You're very true to your career aspirations and faithfully follow up on them until you succeed. You'll plan your work, you work your plan. You work your way through difficulties to come out well in the long run. You always seem to be very busy taking part in some projects. You're qualified for many types of work because of natural sophistication. You may be engaged in competitive undertaking with other people in your field. Pisces monthly conclusion for the March 2020. The monthly conclusion for March 2020 for Pisces. In this coming month, March 2020, you'll come across quite a few struggleful situations, complications. You'll be blessed with income resources and financial professional opportunities. After 14th of March, you'll be overexciting, temperamental, and hyper. You'll have quite a few clashes of opinion with your loved ones. You'll be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. With the help of a friend, you'll be able to start a new project, venture and ideas. There will be great improvement in your financial and professional backing. Do watch your options and choices when it comes to huge expenditure or investment. You'll be traveling around and might go abroad. Thanks for watching this monthly video. Would you like to know more about what this coming month is going to bring for you regarding your job, business, profession, career, financial backing? Would you like to know how you're going to do in this coming month regarding your romantic life, love life? Would you like to know more about the events happening in this coming month? Would you like to have some guidance regarding your decision-making strategies or choices-making strategies and how you can resolve your problems, complications, hassles, obstacles, waste of time, delays in this coming month? If your answer is yes, then what you're waiting for? Please get your very thorough Moon Sign Monthly Horoscope report on the video as well as written. And do visit my website, PrakashAstrologer.com. I want your best in this coming month. I want you to achieve the best in this coming month.